I received a YouTube comments that said, "Why is your audience so pro Blake?" What? I said, "This is an accusation that I've never had before." And even looking at the comments wasn't a pro Blake comment section. And I think it's because last night when I did my live, I was just explaining that I could understand potentially why Blake said what she said in her complaint. Did I think that Justin Baldoni's representation of what happened was more accurate with what we saw on footage? Yes. But I said it does look bad to Blake's supporters that he doesn't mention that he made the comment about the sexual harassment meeting and seemed to roll his eyes. That matters to them. Does any of the interaction rise to the level of SH? No. Does it look like there was a power struggle in essence between the two of them because she would not remove a jacket at the direction of a director in a very hot bar, and that he had to come to a point trying to figure out how to convince her to take it off? Yes. There was a bit of a power struggle there. I me giving a little room for me to say I would, unlike the dance montage, this one I can see where Blake's memory could be fudgy enough that she could have thought that he started off with sexy, then said hot, and that it had to do with her, rather than how it actually happened, which is very clear that he was talking about the heat of the room. Then he says the word sexy. But it doesn't change the fact that he then says that the statement he says afterwards. Now, mind you, Alicia did say there's going to be audio. It'll be clearer. So I am basing it off of how I could hear it. But there might be other words that happened before he said what he said, right? Either way, it's hard to know what the difference would have been because he didn't include it in his complaint. He didn't include anything that led up to that statement. It would have been helpful. You know what I'm saying? Just making room and space for that. And suddenly I'm getting accused of being pro Blake and my audience of being pro Blake. I know that I should just take that as a great statement of how much I try to go where the moment like leads me to go, and to be like honest about what I see. But the amount of offense I felt by the amount of offense I took at being called pro Blake, it's I shouldn't have been as offended as I was, but I kind of was.